Friday. Happy Friday. Welcome to a new episode of the social media scene. Coming up today on this episode, we got a lot to talk about. Today, we've got to talk about Instagram's decision to do something different with the swipe up and replace it with a sticker. Yeah, sticker. All right. So TikTok, got to talk about TikTok and a new thing they're doing with e-commerce and celebrity. And YouTube turns a new chapter in search. I'll tell you what I mean with that. And today, why OnlyFans cooled its ban on sexually explicit content. All of that and more is coming up next. Don't go anywhere. I will be right back. Happy Friday. Welcome to a new episode of the social media scene. How is everybody doing? Ooh, it has been a busy Friday morning for me. I hope Friday is going good or going well for you. So how's everybody doing? For those of you that are wondering, who are you, lady? I am Alice Fuller, Principal Consultant at Sheer Social. Now, what in the world is a Sheer and Social? That is my social media marketing, training, and consulting business. Yes, I do some social media management too. Indeed, I do. But for the most part, I do training and consulting, teaching, that type of thing. And what is this right here? This right here is the social media scene. This is where week to week, I share with you what is going on in the world of social media. Now, I can't share every blessed thing because it's just too much sometimes. And it's not really relevant to what you might be doing right now and how we're going to use social media. Because there's always something being tested. There's always something being tested in social media. But until it becomes available, or I think it's going to be available shortly, then I'll wait. But for the most part, I'm going to share with you today what is going on in the world of social media and how you use social media for business and a little bit of fun too. And when I can, I like to add a little television and film news in there when I can. And celebrity too, as you can see with the background there. Because in my other life, I was, and technically, depending on what day you ask me, still am a TV producer. And I also, from day to day, still do social media training, consulting, and teaching. So yes, that's what the social media scene is all about. Now, should you hear a noise in the background, I can't control that. That is the guy cutting the grass. It is what it is. You know, hopefully you don't hear it. If you don't hear it, then never mind. But that indeed is what you may or may not hear in the background, because, you know, of course he would wait until I start my live stream to start cutting the grass. Okay, so that's what we're popping with today. Now, what in the world are we going to talk about today that's relevant to you in social media? So today we're going to talk about Instagram, because that was buzzing this week. Instagram has decided, you know what? We got to do something a little different. The swipe up thing, we're going to change that to a link. A link. Just when I got my thumb ready, yeah. You're going to have to learn something new. Also today, we're going to talk about TikTok and e-commerce. TikTok, e-commerce, and celebrity. TikTok is doing some things that technically aren't new, but you better keep an eye on what TikTok is doing, because right now TikTok is still the number one downloaded app, I do believe, in the world. So we got to keep abreast of what's going on in the world of TikTok. And since social media is moving in an e-commerce industry anyway, yeah, we got to talk about that. Also today, YouTubers. If you indeed are a YouTuber, or you are an individual who is uploading videos to YouTube, I got some great news for you. And YouTube is making it a lot easier for your videos to show up in search. And I'll share with you what feature they are utilizing to do that. And we got to talk about OnlyFans. Yes, yes, yes. OnlyFans made a big U-turn this week in the world of social media. Because just last week I told you they decided to do something, and then this week they decided, you know what? Not. Last week I told you they were going to ban sexually explicit content, but keep nudes, as long as they're artistic. And then this week, they've made a U-turn. They decided to do something different. So I'll talk to you more about that. So that's the rundown for this here show today. So let's go ahead and get started with the first story. But no production starts without some form of a clapboard. There we go. So we're going to start with our clapboard today, as we often do, because that means it's official. There you go. It's official. All right. So the first story of today, let's dive right into the gram. Let's dive into the gram. So with Instagram, I know a lot of you are probably still trying to figure out, okay, am I doing stories? Am I doing reels? Am I doing posts, with the photos? Am I doing IGTV? Am I doing e-commerce? What in the world am I doing on Instagram? Well, maybe a little bit of all of that. But as it comes down to how Instagram has decided to change how we use the platform, and I'm talking about those individuals, those accounts that have swiping up enabled. Those individuals, if you are an individual, you've got a certain amount of followers on your Instagram account, and if indeed too you have swipe up capability, then you probably got a little notification that that's about to change, and I mean quickly. Instagram has decided they want to phase out the swipe up. What you talking about, Willis? Yeah, the swipe up is going away, and it's going to be replaced with a sticker. Yep, a sticker. It's a good old sticker. Why, Instagram? Why? Well, I would dare say this. When it comes down to it, Instagram has to keep up with the competition, because the competition is chomping at its heels. And competition, aka TikTok. But there's some other ones too that could give it a little run for its money, because we know Snapchat is still out there. And there's some other platforms. But at the end of the day, Instagram is always testing, always trying to, stay ahead of the competition. And when you get down to, let's make things easier as possible. Let's make things as seamless as possible, especially when it comes down to making money. And when it comes down to, we don't mind you sending traffic off of the platform, especially if it's going to make us some money. But at the end of the day too, they want to make sure that we as users are easily using these tools. Okay. So the swipe up was the hotness for a minute. It was. Because that's what you did. That's all we had to do. Because you can't put hyperlinks in Instagram, right? So that said, if you were one of those individuals that had a certain amount of followers, then you could use the swipe up to take people over to your website, to your landing page, or whatever else. And now, starting August 30th, that's in 3 days, people. 3 days. 3 days. The swipe up is going away, and it is going to be replaced by a sticker. Interesting. So if you are one of those individuals, because it's not going to be available to everybody just yet, but give it a minute. But if you're one of those individuals that's going to have access to this week and, a little later, then kudos to you, because you'll be able to toggle between different styles of stickers. That's hot. You'll be able to resize it and place it anywhere on your story, Instagram story, that you want for maximum results. That's good. So at least you're not stuck with the sticker can only go one place. It can only be one size, and it can only go in one particular place in your Instagram story. So you got options. We love having options. The other thing that you will probably like is viewers will now be able to react and reply to the post with these link stickers, which is what they're called, link stickers. And just like any other story. Before that, though, that kind of feedback wasn't possible on a post with a swipe up. So with the sticker, people can engage with it better. For the swipe ups that'll still be around, not so much. Okay, cool. Question is though, will this be a will it be made available to everybody, and if so, when? Oh, I really, in my research, there's no definitive date when this will be made available to everybody. But here's what I'm thinking, and my name is not Nostradamus in the least. Howsoever, I dare say this is going to probably be made available in the matter of, I'd say, a couple of weeks to months. Why? Like I said before, competition. Competition is eating at Instagram's heels, and especially in the area of e-commerce. Because I suspect Adam Azari and all the other crew over there at Instagram is seeing what other people are doing in the realm of e-commerce. And so they were like, hey, whatever we can do to make this thing easier, make e-commerce easier here, especially with the swipe up, which is still not hard, I mean, technically, but a sticker and an Instagram post that you can engage with, even better. So yay. With this new rollout though, Instagram says that integrity and safety will be a key focus. That's the other reason too why it is not so widely available, because right now it can be the wild wild west sometimes on Instagram when it comes to certain things. And they do not want certain folk, understandably, to take this and run with it and just do bad things with it. And we understand that. So of course they want to kind of limit access to it. And then once they feel like we can trust the Instagrammers enough, we'll make it available to everybody. Understandable. You can understand that, right? Right. So the other thing too, they're going to introduce this in stages. So as bad as you may want it right now, you may have to wait. But waiting is not such a bad thing. It will probably be made, but I still say, even though they're rolling this thing out in phases, it'll probably be made available to a lot more people. And it may not be made available to everybody, but a couple of hundred people now, maybe a couple more hundred people, then maybe a couple thousands of people on, and then too, as they always do, it's probably made available to certain countries, and then here in the States, and then before you know it, everybody will have it. I would dare say again, give it a couple of weeks to months. We're not that far away from the end of the year, but it might be available to almost everybody. I'd say probably before December. I could be wrong on that. Like I said, my name is not Nostradamus, what I know. But that's what I'm guessing. Because this feature is important. That's why I say that. If it was something that was, just frilly, just skating the surface of things, but this impacts business. That's why I think this will probably be made widely available sooner as opposed to later. Yep. All right. So that's the Instagram news that hopefully you can use for right now. Now let's move on now to TikTok. TikTok, the good old TikTok. So with TikTok, I want y'all to keep an eye on what is going on in the world of TikTok, because like I said before at the top of the show, I think everybody is keeping a careful, competitive eye on TikTok. Why? Because it is growing by leaps and bounds. Why? Because TikTok has its finger on the pulse of the millennials, older millennials, as well as Gen Z. I mean, everybody is there, don't get me wrong. But when it comes down to the greatest population, then we're talking about younger people. And that's a demographic of people a lot of businesses want to appeal to. So keeping that in mind, And keeping in mind too, I just told you that e-commerce and social media going together like peanut butter and jelly, depending on how you make your sandwich. E-commerce, social media, that is the future of things. So you might as well just get into that mindset now if you're a marketer, if you're a business owner, and especially if you are someone in the e-commerce space. But I would say this, that's not to say you should put all your eggs into a social media platform. If you still got a website with all your products, keep that. But as we're talking about TikTok, TikTok basically is already known for driving retail sales. I didn't know this till I did my research. So a certain moisturizer, I forgot what this brand is called, CeraVe. I can't name it, but I've seen it in the store. It's a lotion. I've seen it. Uh, instant coffee, not Instagram, but TikTok has been known to boost the sales of instant coffee and feta cheese, according to my research. Who knew? Okay. So that said, TikTok is already got proof. They already have proof that we can really impact sales. Okay. So they partner with Shopify. Mm, no surprise there because Facebook has done that too. TikTok is partnered with Spotify. Uh, and what they will allow you to do is add a shopping tab to your TikTok profile. Okay. Can you say Facebook shops? Okay, cool. TikTok partners with Shopify. You'll now have a shopping tab on your TikTok profile, and you'll have a mini storefront. Where have we heard that before? Facebook, uh, Instagram, and you'll be able to, of course, just purchase the products right there within the app. Within the app, that is the focus. In app. Why in app is the thing? Because of course they want that data, people. They want the data. The data is most important. They want to mine that data. They want to see what you're buying and not buying. So here's the other piece to it too. If you want to participate in this, you got to have a Shopify account. That's pretty much a given. And you have to have a TikTok for business account. Not your regular old profile, but a TikTok for business profile. So keep that in mind. Got to have those two things if you want to participate in what they're calling this pilot program. And of course, right out the gate, they partnered with not only Shopify, but an influencer, a celebrity that is known for building a business on social media with a good return on investment. Any idea who that might be? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? Anybody want to guess? Okay, I'll make it easy for you. Drum roll, please. Okay, I don't have that sound effect, but you get it. I'll give you one clue. Young, very young, and reality show-ish. Is that helping you at all? No, it's not a Kardashian, but you're close. You're close. You're close. This particular businesswoman is Kylie Jenner. Yeah, got to give her props. This is a businesswoman. So TikTok, Spotify, Kylie Jenner. That just sounds like a recipe for success to me. Right out the gate. Just right out the gate. Recipe for success. She's got the following. She's got not only the product, she's got the return on investment. If anybody has any questions, she got receipts if you need them. Now you add the Shopify element to it and TikTok and all of that young energy. Cha-ching, cha-ching, a cha-ching. Okay? So big ups to TikTok on securing. Is that the one that was the billionaire? Is that Kylie Jenner? Or is she a multimillionaire? Either way, she's wealthier than most. Doesn't really matter. So she has her Kylie Cosmetics brand. Remember all the buzz around that a couple of years ago? Yes. So she'll be using TikTok to sell even more of her cosmetics. Ooh, just wait. You wait, because if Rihanna gets on the Tik and Talk, oh, trust me, it's about to be on and popping. But nonetheless, right now they probably got an exclusive deal with Kylie. That's okay. But for any of you other social media platforms, you might want to give Riri a call. I'm just saying. Why not? Of course, Kylie says, I built my business on social media. Indeed, she did. Like I said, she got receipts. She says it's where her fans go to look for what's new in her cosmetics line. So if you need a case study, if you need an example, there you have it. Right out the gate. There you go. TikTok, e-commerce, and Kylie Jenner. That is a recipe for success. But we'll see. We'll see. Because I suspect if this goes well, they will probably partner with some other celebrities in this as well. Okay, so let's move on from TikTok to YouTube. Woo, YouTube. Now, my YouTubers, where you at? YouTubers, probably behind that prepositional phrase. YouTubers, where are you? If you are a YouTuber or you're just an individual or a business owner, whatever, that is uploading your videos to YouTube, but you're not just uploading content to YouTube, you sincerely and are putting an effort into using YouTube to grow your business. Oh, this is great news for you. This is great news. Of course, when it gets down to search, most of you already know Google is the number one search engine in the world. YouTube is number two. Okay, YouTube is where we go for for your how-to videos, for your entertainment. I know I am on YouTube throughout the day. So when YouTube was acting quirky the other day, hashtag YouTube down, it's not a good day for me. It's not a good day. But at the end of the day, what is good is I told you a couple of months ago, there's a thing called chapters. Chapters. And what happens is when you create a video on, no, not on YouTube, or you could, but you upload a video to YouTube, which is probably more accurate to say, and that video is broken down into segments. Now you can do this yourself, but a couple of weeks ago, I told you YouTube is now going to do this for you on certain videos. So you can go in yourself and do it manually, wherein you literally write in the little time code where a certain segment is in your video. 000 open, 00305, whatever the next segment is. And then you just continue doing that till you get through the whole video. Okay, the other piece to that is all of that helps your videos be found. I think a lot of us have kind of slept on YouTube descriptions. We haven't really been using the titles. Now, if you're a real hardcore YouTuber, you know this. But a lot of us who don't use YouTube in the way that you're using it every day because it's your primary business, then you may not be doing this. But in the description of the YouTube video is prime real estate for keyword search, which also leads to SEO. So when you get down to how you want your videos found, using the description is where the money might be for a lot of you. So knowing this, YouTube has said, you know what? We just last week, or a couple of weeks ago, not literally last week, but a couple of weeks ago, we told you that we were going to do these chapters. We'll go through your video and we will break it down based on our AI and all the other good tech. And we will come up with these segments in your videos. Okay. And in those segments will be keywords. Those keywords will help your video be found. And that, people, is wonderful. That's a beautiful thing, because I would dare say for a lot of you, people are coming across your YouTube videos by search, of course, and by what's recommended after they watch a certain video. So when we get down to optimization and all those other things we like to talk about in SEO, Most of you may not be getting your YouTube views from sharing the YouTube link or even embedding it in your website. A lot of you may be getting the bulk of your views from search and recommendations. Okay, so let me show you this because I want y'all to see how this thing is going to play out. Let me get my screen together here. Hold on un minute. Hold on un minute. So we start talking about YouTube. We're going to show you first how to create a chapter, because I think a lot of you are probably just not thinking about this yet, and you should. Hold on. Let me get my screen together here. Here we go. All right. So let me share my screen. Browser. Okay, here you go. Hold on. Hold on. I don't think you're getting any audio. That sucks. Hold on. Where is Okay, so where is my not sound effects? Where's my system audio, people? Hold on a minute, people. Hold on. There's always one thing you forget in pre-production. Un minute. Hold on. Hold a second. Hold on. I gotta make sure you can hear this. And something is missing in my pre-production setup here. So hold on. I have done something that I probably should not have. Okay, so we got that. Oh man, really? Yes, really. Okay, so you're not going to be able to hear this 9 times out of 10 like I would really like you to. So you can just watch the video because I want you to see how these segments go. And I've already kind of explained it to you anyway. So just watch the video to see how these segments appear on YouTube. So I'm going to take you back to the video over here. And let's see. Nope. Not going to happen. Okay. So let's go back over here to my browser and play this. And I can just scroll through it. Okay, we can get through that. Okay. Okay. As you can see here, when you go to your descriptions, you start with 0. Okay. Now, this part right here, that part right there, this is where your keywords really need to come in. Now, as a producer of this content, this video, if you are scripting your videos, let me come back to me right quick. If you are scripting your videos, a lot of you probably are not going to do live and things of that nature, but you might have a little script. This is where you want to make sure as you're writing out your copy for your videos, you include certain keywords that people are going to use to find your video. Okay. So that said, now you can also not put the keywords in your script or in your copy. Okay, that's true too. But you would want to for a lot of reasons, and most of them being search engine optimization or just search, especially on YouTube. So when you're looking at how to create these chapters, you can still, regardless of what you're saying in the video, you can still use the keywords as you're creating the chapter. So let's go back to the video here. So this is What are video chapters? So in this particular case, video chapters would be a keyword phrase. So then you want to enter the next timestamp. Okay. Now, with that, you want to understand that that's going to be hyperlinked. The 231 is going to be hyperlinked. So when anybody watching that video, they see the description, they can click on that timestamp and they will be taken directly to 231 in the video, which is a beautiful thing. Now, for some of you, you may not even know that you can share a video at a certain time to start at a certain time point. If I wanted to share this video with a friend and I don't want you to see the intro, we don't care anything about that. I want my friend to see the video and for the video to start right at 231. Then when you go to share the video, some of you may not know this trick either. Let's see, hold on. Let me go back to my screen over here. Browser. Okay, so let's go back over here. Now, when you see this, share. Now, start at. See that right there? Start at. So that's another way too. You can utilize these timestamps. But here, it doesn't even make a difference whether you're using the timestamps, because wherever you stopped in the video, that's the time they're going to share with the person you are. That's the time they're going to attach to the code right here. And so when the person that you're sending this to, when they play the video, it'll start right at 104 in the video. Okay. So that's one trick there. Now, like I said, the beautiful thing about this is if you do this right and you do all the other things you know to do with YouTube video, then the likelihood your videos will start showing up more in search is higher. And you want to do everything that you can to make sure that happens. Does that mean more work? In some instances, yes. I know you hate to hear that. But it is what it is. In some cases, these videos will be chaptered by YouTube. Not every video on YouTube, though, will get this particular function. You can do it manually, but YouTube announced a couple of weeks ago they were going to do this with their own technology. Wonderful. But at the end of the day, the keywords that are used for each of the little chapters, that's what's going to help you be found in results. And if indeed one of your videos is done automatically by YouTube, you will be able to go in and change. You'll be able to go in and change that wording. So let me show you this piece of it too. Okay, so let's go back over here to my browser. As you can see here, one little video, how to understand. So she's talking about how the channel, and then as you see here, the chapters. See that right there? How that broke it down by the chapters? And she's got 7 different chapters. So that is a beautiful thing when you don't want to have to watch the whole dang video. Don't want to have to watch all of that. But let's play it again. You don't want to have to watch the whole video. So some of these videos, you're going to be able to see that little drop down right there that says chapters. And when you click that, that's going to give you all of the chapters in the video. So you can just scroll through that and pick what you want to see. And that is where your SEO, your search, your keywords should be. Okay? So that's your YouTube training for today. Like I said, some of that will be done by AI on YouTube, but you will be able to go into that and change those little phrases yourself, or you can do it all manually if you want to. Totally up to you. So big up on YouTube for making it a little easier for our videos to be found. Yay! Whoop, whoop. Let's see. Do my applause work? Let's see. Do my applause? Okay, they work. All right, cool. Now, let's move on to the last story of this here day. Let's talk about the OnlyFans. Ooh wee, ooh wee. This created such a buzz this week about OnlyFans changing its mind about sexually explicit content. I just said last week, Instagram made this huge announcement. You know what? We've partnered with some folk trying to get our coin up. I'm putting this in street language. We're trying to get our coin up, and we're trying, in order to do that, we're going to have to get rid of the sex workers and explicit content, because the people that we're partnering with, they don't like that. So to appease these new partners we're working with, all of y'all that have turned this OnlyFans into Patreon for Punani. Yeah, I said it. Patreon for Punani. Those y'all got to go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Yes. We're going to clean it up a little bit. And if you got to be naked, you got to be naked, then you can only be naked for the purpose of art. So, and unless you are one of them, Rembrandt, Rubin, one of them European artists that has always got naked women in them, naked women all in their art, you can't create your art here on OnlyFans. Oh, the angst. Oh, people were pissed, to be honest. People were out and raged. And it's understandable why they would be outraged, because once again, so many people have built their following, their business on what they do not own. And that's the lesson in it. No shade or anything for sex workers, because sex workers, it's still work, people. It still is work. If you got to do something extra, it's still work. I mean, you may not like it, but it's still work. But at the end of the day, when you build your whole business on one platform that you don't own, you have no control over, you have no say-so whatsoever in what goes on, well, they can make those types of decisions. Okay? And that's what they did. So OnlyFans, just 7 days ago, thereabouts, decided bye-bye sex workers and explicit content. But if you're posed artistically and naked, that's okay. All right. But then here's the thing. There was such an uproar, such clapback from the community. Now, on one end, OnlyFans did hear it. They could not turn, as a business, they could not turn a blind eye nor ear to the clapback that they got. They had to have. We know they saw it and heard it, and they probably expected it. But I suspect they didn't think it would come back that hard. I think maybe they were thinking, okay, well, if y'all leave OnlyFans, you can go to Pornhub, go to some other places that are very well known. And I know Tumblr was like, you can't come back here though. No, because we did the same thing, and it is crickets over here at Tumblr. No disrespect, Tumblr, but if we're honest, we don't talk about Tumblr the way we used to, hardly at all. Tumblr doesn't even come in any conversation that I've been in concerning social media. We're talking about Medium, we're talking about Substack, we're talking about all these other places, and social audio and Tumblr literally tumbled out of the conversation. So right now, those people that were doing that type of explicit content on OnlyFans, they were going to have to find somewhere else to go. Well, somewhere in all of that angst and anger and just people being pissed and mad, OnlyFans said, you know what? I maybe this was not the way we should have went with this. Just maybe, just maybe based on what we're hearing online and probably offline too, maybe this ain't the way we need to go. Look here, business partners. We understand why, you wanted us to kick off the sexually explicit content. But you know what? At the end of the day, that's been our bread and butter from maybe from day one. So you want us to cut off that whole community of people and work with you. I don't know how much money they were bringing to the table, have not a clue. But in the short and long term of it, we would probably have to start from ground zero almost and build this thing back up. Because the only reason a lot of us even know about OnlyFans is because of the sexually explicit content and because that became part of the conversation as content creators, monetization, this creator economy thing started rolling out even more. That's how we were known. Not that that's the only content. And let's be clear, people. The only fans does not only have sexually explicit content. There's other stuff on there too. I wouldn't know because I have not seen it. But I do know, just in my research, there is other content on the platform that is not sexually explicit. You just don't hear about that content as much. So let's go over here to their official announcement as to why they changed their mind. Let's go over here. Okay, let's go. Yeah, here we go. We got it all over here on the Twitter. Okay, well, where's my see, things gets to disappearing. Here we go. Oh, wait a minute. I'm about to mess up. Hold on. Too many screens to look at. Okay, here we go. So let's go over here to Twitter. And you see here. Thank you to everyone for making your voices heard. Okay. We have secured assurances necessary to support our diverse creator community and have suspended the planned October 1st policy change. OnlyFans stands for inclusion. Okay. And we will continue to provide a home for all creators. Oh, that's some good public relations writing right there. Oh, if you needed a case study of PR, a good PR response, this right here is it. Okay? Because they even threw in the buzzwords of the day: diversity, creator, community, and inclusion. Oh, they made sure to put that in there. All right, fine. But here's the thing. Okay, now I'm not about to put that up there. And official communications to creators will be emailed shortly. Savannah down here says something about the special way you gaslight and manipulate us is starting to make me feel like this account is run by one of my ex-boyfriends. She got jokes. Okay, so let me scroll a little further. Let me get past some of this content up here. I'm not putting that picture, and I'm not putting her boobies up here either. If there's going to be any boobies on the social media scene, they will be mine, not somebody else's. This is safe for work. Okay, this part right here. Let's go back over here. Let's go back to the browser. Let's say, Lucy says, no chance. You have proved that not only are you untrustworthy, but you are willing to put millions of creators out of a job and possibly dangerous, I guess that's supposed to be situations for money. You didn't tell us first. You didn't even tell us first. Okay. Damage already done. Okay. All right. She says you are putting millions of creators out of a job. I don't necessarily agree with that, but okay. Maybe out of a platform, but the job, you can take that job anywhere, baby. Your work is portable. It goes wherever you go. Okay, what else is some response here? I agree with the stress part. You have no idea how many hours I've cried and how many manic episodes I have thinking I have lost my main source. I've lost my main source of income. See, this is the piece right here, people. I have lost my main source of income. That's the mistake she made. Again, all that effort, all of that content that you create and you put on social media for the social media platform to benefit almost more than you. When it should have been, let me introduce people to my content, and then let me bring them over here to what I own, what I own. Why couldn't she just create her own little website with her name on it? What's her name? What is it? McCants does Dallas. I don't know. Something. Whatever she wants to name it. McCants, whatever. She could have built her own website and used OnlyFans to tease and do maybe some exclusive stuff, and then use it to bring people to what she owned, and then thus she would have been able to just shut down one. She still would have had her fan base on her website and continued with business. Okay, so that's the lesson learned, people. At the end of the day, yes, I like social media. I work in social media all day, every day. But y'all got to understand this thing. I think some of us are just not looking at this the right way. These platforms, they have made us the product. We are the product. So if you're going to build a business on social media, just keep in mind, it's not anything you own. You don't own it. You don't own it. So always have a way to engage with your fan base, with your client base outside of social media. Okay? So that's it for today, people. That's a wrap. Okay? It's official. It's a wrap. Thank y'all for coming. My TED Talk is officially over. I will see y'all next Friday, same time, same place, same fan page, same Twitter profile, same YouTube channel. And if you want to be a co-host, let me know. If you have questions about anything I said today, put it in the comment sections or message me. Oh, and I forgot one more thing. Next week, forgot this is important. Next week, for those of you that want to learn more about social media and live streaming, I'm throwing a little something, a little party, a little virtual event, And for those of you that are new, especially for those of you that are still kind of, I don't know, I want a show, I want a podcast, but I want to add video. I'm at this point now where I really want to take a video to a new level. Then I invite you to come on over to this event, social media and live streaming. What's new? And I say let's reconnect and talk, because I did in April a live streaming summit. I did that back in April. So I know a lot of you may not even be knowledgeable of that too. So for those of you who are not knowledgeable about that, I did a summit called the Live and in Color Summit. And I invited live streamers from somewhere everywhere, from Facebook, from YouTube, from Twitch, from Amazon. And I had these experts really lay out how they built their business and their presence on the platforms. As you see here, these were all of my speakers. So I've invited all of these speakers back to come share their expertise. It's been about 4 months. So at this point, they and the attendees should have some new things going on in the world. concerning their live streams, because there's been some new updates. There's been some new features on various social media platforms. So I've invited the attendees, the speakers to come back, and some new people who did not attend, and some individuals who really want to explore this whole social media and live streaming piece and what the future of things. So come on over September 1st, 1 o'clock, and I'll leave the link. I'll put the link over here. I'll put it over here on Facebook, I guess. It's on my Twitter profile too. And for those of you on YouTube, you can see. I'll put it in the description on the YouTube video, so you'll have it. So that's the event next Wednesday, September 1st, 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and we're all coming back to where it all began. Okay, so that's it. Have a great weekend. I will see you next week. That's right. I'll see you twice next week. I'll see you September 1st, and I'll see you Friday. Bye-bye. Have a good weekend, everybody. Stay out of trouble, please. Stay out of trouble, please, and stay safe. Bye-bye. I just need to get my clothes. Where's my clothes? There it is.